We're with Mitch Hewitt from the Chardon Hilltoppers. Boy, you got a pretty darn good team coming back, especially you look right off the top. Kobaczewski at quarterback, McKnight. You got a couple of good playmakers right there.
I think that's the one thing that we have coming back is two really talented playmakers, and I hate to say that Kobe could be as good as any quarterback we've ever had here because we've had a lot of good ones, but he certainly is more well-rounded, and he's as tough, and we think he's as fast this year. But we're inexperienced across the board. You know, I mean, we have two returning starters on offense, two on defense, so we're going to need a lot of rookies to step into some big shoes.
How much is that really on the line too? Because I know you lost some pretty good linemen last year, and in the WRC you have to control the trenches.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. As excited as we are about the talent I think we have in the backfield, it's if you don't block and you don't win the line of scrimmage, you're not going to win football games because they're just running for their life, and no play you call looks like a good one. So, but I've been pleased with their development, and I don't usually sing praises this often because we're probably still injury away from being really bad too, but I've been pleased with their progress. They've responded to very hard coaching, and they're grateful. They seem grateful for it.
How does the return of Frank Hall as offensive coordinator help or change what you've seen in offense?
It's just it's new wrinkles. You know, I mean, I wouldn't say that we're vastly different. Obviously, we got to find ways to get Kobe and John the ball, and we got a few other playmakers too this year. DJ Bowman's healthy, and he's in a better place in his personal life, and we're expecting big things from him. But Frank's more than anything X's and O's. People always want to talk about that. He's just a guy that players respond to, and they want to play hard for. And you know, his mind is one thing, but it's his heart that's really been a big impact on our team.
What can we look for in defense? I know Chardon's always swarming to the ball. You only have two guys back, but who are some of the names we can look for this year on this defense?
Yeah, I mean, again, like our front seven has got to grow up quick. I mean, I think our secondary, Max Lichty, Jacob Urbick, and John McKnight in the secondary have had a good camp. I think John Dinko, Wade Novak, guys that are a little lighter. We prefer our D linemen to be lighter and faster off the ball. You know, so I think we have those guys, but they just got to think every rep counts in practice.
You were right there with everybody in the league last year. What do you think that this team needs to do to be in that race, and are you a contender?
I'm not going to say that at this point. I mean, I think there's a lot of teams in our league that are in a better position than we are. But I can tell you right now, our kids have done everything that we've asked of them, and they're more competitive than I think I originally thought they'd be. So, yeah, we're focused on West G Week 1, and it's always a big rivalry. We've amped up our non-conference. No one ever wants to play a team that's played in back-to-back Final Fours. So we have Perry coming in Week 2, and then you go to Canfield, who played in Week 13 last year. So. And then you get into a league. So it's going to be a war of attrition. I think every team's in the same boat. Who's got healthy bodies left in Week 8 could be your conference champ.
You know, backtrack just a little bit. Someone who you have back, a real wild card that can help is Keegan and the special teams.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've been blessed to have 3 Ziegenfuss boys, and Keegan's just as talented as his brothers. He's built a little bit differently, but his foot is going to hopefully put us in position to win some games, both in you know, kickoffs, putting touchbacks and punts. And I think when we cross the 30, we're in field goal range for him. So it's a huge element, but we're going to ask a lot of him too defensively. So he'll be tired at the end of every Friday.